Welcome to the Stan Sheriff Center. The Hawaiian FCU starting lineups will be rotating at the bottom right corner of your screen. Hawaii and Missouri State. And if you notice in the starting lineups, when they get to the Hawaii starters, there will be a familiar name in there for the first time here in 2016. Nikki Taylor, 6'4" senior All-American, making her debut coming off of the left elbow injury. Missouri State, though, strikes first. And you see a lot of enthusiasm on the Bears side of the net already. Lindsey Wright, the 6-foot junior from Glen Carbon, Illinois, on the slide, able to get the side and point for Missouri State.
Impressive first pass by Lily Johnson off Iosea's serve. Iosea ripped that one down the line, and Johnson passed it up like it was nothing.
Irene Iosea, the fantastic freshman out of Torrance, California, getting the start tonight for Hawaii at setter. And here is the hero from Sunday, McKenna Granado. And she delivers an ace. Just starts off where she left off.
She had the golden touch on Sunday, didn't she? Now here's another golden touch. Bottom drops out of that one.
The knuckleball ace from the Punahou alum sophomore McKenna Granado. Career high 31 kills on 61 swings. Hit a gaudy .459 in the come from behind win against Arizona. Rainbow Wahine having to rally from down 2-0 in that match. And they did it with, at times, Chris, 4 true freshmen on the floor.
That was the Keiki crew you were talking about. It's a young team out there.
Here's Lauren Boone. She's a starting setter for Missouri State with the serve, and the first swing of 2016 for Nikki Taylor is dug up. Nice dig there by Missouri State, but the roof was up for Hawaii. Casey Castillo and Nikki Taylor. That's 6'3" and 6'4".
Pretty good wall there on the right side. That's normally where a lot of the broken plays go for the other team, is that left side attacker.
Here's Savannah Kahakai, who has just been outstanding here so far this season. Lily Johnson from the outside, blocked and roofed. So Nikki Taylor, her first swing didn't go down, but she has helped to put up the blockade on that right pin.
Lily Johnson, she is their go-to player. Hits about twice as many balls as any other player. Blocked on her first attack.
Serve goes long from Kahakai. So it'll be 3 serving 4 here in the early going. The Rainbow Wahine coming in 1-2. Remember, they narrowly avoided thanks to that come from behind win against Arizona. Starting the season 0-3. That would have been the first time since 1980. Missouri State, meanwhile, 2-1 and coming off of a win over then 14th ranked Illinois last week. Here's Taylor, and she records kill number 1 here in her senior campaign. What does her return do for the look of this team, Chris?
It gives it a termination factor, number 1. She's just going to end more rallies. That 6'4" frame hitting out of the back row or the front. Secondly, it's going to be its serving dimension, as you saw just there with the service ace. And third, her blocking up front is going to make Hawaii's block just that much bigger. And I should say, fourth, it adds seniority. How about that?
A little senior leadership. That's something that has become a rarity here for this team so far this season. Second serve into the net, though. Nikki Taylor, the 6'4" senior, second-team All-America selection last year, considered by Dave Shoji and many to be a snub. That's how good she was. She was 5th in the nation in points. Here's the serve by the libero, Emily Butters. Middle set, Emily Maglio off the fingertips of the block. Now right side set. That's Michaela Mascara getting it down for Missouri State. This is a feisty Bears squad. Make no mistake.
They've got to have a lot of confidence after beating number 14 Illinois last weekend.
Here's the Butters serve. 5 serving 6. Pass by Granado. Middle set, Maglio. They got the touch again. So Butters back bump sets it to Ashley Ophaven. Now Taylor from the back row. The D set doesn't go down. Well, now it does. It lingered for a little while as it pinballed around on the Missouri State side. But another aspect to what Nikki Taylor brings. You can set her basically anywhere on the floor.
Exactly. And that time, Iosea went to her, and unbelievably, she had no blockers up at all. They're giving up that D ball to her, making her prove that she can attack from back there. They know that she's been out of commission for a while, so maybe they think she's not getting as many sets tonight. We'll see.
Served by Calais Greeley. Right side set, and that is Mascara. Good night. Little hit on it, but misses the court wide. And the point for Hawaii. They're up 8-5. Night one of the Hawaiian Airlines Wahine Volleyball Classic. Another good field here. You got an NCAA tournament team in Missouri State from a year ago. You got UCLA ranked 8th in the country. Middle set to right. And she tried to go hard angle to the far sideline, missed it wide, and largest lead here in the opening stanza for Hawaii, 9-5. And so Calais Greeley still working her way back towards 100% following shoulder surgery in the offseason. Right again. Maglio got a touch on it, joust at the net. Iosia pops it up. So Taylor sets it cross court to Granato. Blocked and roofed. Lindsay Wright saying, oh, no, you don't.
Beautiful set from Nikki Taylor. Got it all the way out there to Granato, and Granato just ran up against the wall. It's pretty obvious where the set was going to go, and Wright got all of that.
Wright made 29 starts last season, was second on the team in kills and blocks, so 6 serving 9 here. And it is Tatum Marshall sending it into the twine. So back up 4, go the Rainbow Wahine. And Claire Marie Anderson will make her first entrance, 5'7" junior, also out of Punahou. Played in all 31 matches last year, recorded 12 aces. 10 digs so far on her stat line this season. Bump set goes outside, and the swing by Ophoven is denied access by Casey Castillo. Here in the early going, looking a lot more natural and instinctive in that middle position.
She really is. You've got to give her a lot of credit, changing from left side to right side last year and now going to the middle. Hats off to Casey.
Here's Ophoven, blocked by Iosia, and it's a point for the Rainbow Wahine. And a timeout taken by Missouri State. At least Melissa Stokes trying to make the signal. Finally gets granted a TO, so we'll take one as well. Hawaii has Missouri State doubled up.
Sense as any other player on the team, they go to her an awful lot. She's a key. And for Hawaii, is there a new kid on the block? Oh, yeah, I think there is. Nikki Taylor is back. How about that? What a difference she will make in so many ways.
Yeah, there was a little extra pep in the step of the coaching staff here prior to the match tonight, knowing that Nikki Taylor was back in the lineup. Just kind of creates a little bit more of a secure vibe around these parts. Here's the slide to Lindsay Wright, and she has looked sharp here to start tonight's match out of Edwardsville High School in Glen Carbon, Illinois.
Named Missouri Valley Conference All-Frosh team last year. Hit over 300 30 times in her career. So she's a very efficient attacker.
Here's Breanne Dixon with the serve. Good pass, Granato. Back row set. And there is Nikki Taylor again. We have seen her already set on the opposite side pin. We've seen the D set go to her, and now here in the back row.
And when she rotates to the front, she'll get at least one time where she hits on the left side pin.
Here's Iosia. Good serve, but a good pass by Emily Butters. There's Lily Johnson, got the touch. Pancake save, Iosia. No, it's going to be ruled.
Oh, and outside the antenna, or it hit the antenna, one of the two.
Oh, okay, so they call a point for Hawaii. The hit by Johnson was outside the antenna. It wipes away what was otherwise a fantastic save by Noreen Iosia.
Yeah, it went right over the antenna.
Iosia then blasts the serve beyond the end line. Hawaii up 14-8.
Having an early lead here is not something that Hawaii is really used to, are they?
In the opening set?
This is not.
Very un-2016-like of them. Outside set. Here's Taylor hitting from that left pin. The dig goes back over the net. Now right side. Granato.
Notice how the offense is being spread out now. Hitters are getting one-on-one attacks against the other team's blockers, all because Hawaii is much more, shall you say, versatile offensively.
And a big part of it is what this young woman did last weekend. You see what she has accumulated statistically here so far in 3 matches. But a transcendent performance for McKenna Granato. A coming-of-age performance against Arizona. Casey Castillo Great job just getting it back across here by the Bears. Now Kirsten Sibley, the true freshman. That one will not be returned. And Hawaii, again, doubling up the Bears.
Noreen Iasia getting everybody involved in the offense now. I think every player that has played has had at least one attempt.
16 serving 8. Here's the pass by Johnson. Set goes middle. That's Simone House, 6'3", senior from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Leads the team in blocks. A little paintbrush action there, but it's good enough for the point. And we're seeing a couple of rotations at the setter position here by Melissa Stokes, 21st year head coach for Missouri State. Scramble play by Hawaii. They send it across. Chance here for the Bears. The set to House in the middle was too low, and Castillo pumps it right back.
I hate to correct you, but I think Nikki Taylor was the one who reached up with that 6'4" length of hers and tapped it back down. I'm not sure she even jumped.
17.
Quite the privilege to have there. Kahakai with the serve. Step out, that's House. Dug up by Iosia. Bumps at Kahakai to Taylor. Wide of the antenna, was able to still slice it inside the antenna for the kill. And a timeout taken by Missouri State. Well, this is a little more like it here in 2016.
Rainbow Wahine Volleyball on OC Sports is sponsored by Bank of Hawaii, Kaiser Permanente, and Island Air.
Welcome back out of the timeout. Join in live action. Good serve by Kahakai, forces the overpass. Now Sibley goes over the block. Scramble play by Missouri State, and Hawaii now with the opportunity. Iosia goes outside to Sibley. Dug up in the back row. Now outside, it's Johnson. Didn't get a good piece of that one. So now Sibley a third time, hit it too long. No touch at the net, so a point for Missouri State. But what a difference the addition of an All-American into the rotation can make, Chris. You looked at some of the percentages in that last time out, heavily in favor of Hawaii.
Hawaii sliding out at an 88% clip. Missouri State sliding out at a 44% clip.
Right set goes to Granado. That's dug up. Outside, the swing by Ophoven is roofed. Access denied again by Nikki Taylor.
Ophoven had 17 kills against Illinois. It was one of the big main factors why they beat Illinois. There's Nikki Taylor. Not going to get by that wall.
And here she is now serving. And it's a good one. Almost handcuffed Butters, and a free ball will be the result. Iosia, middle set to Maggs. Got it down. Hawaii again. As Missouri State doubled up, 20 serving 10. Nikki Taylor, 4 kills, 6 attempts, 0 errors. She also has 4 blocks, a service ace, and a couple of digs. And for Emily Maglio now in the kill department. And that one she blasts a little long. She was rearing back on that one. Remember, it was a left elbow injury, and so the good news for both Nikki Taylor and Annie Mitchum, who's still nursing, obviously, the surgically repaired broken left pinky finger.
Their dominant arms are okay.
So they're still able to take swings in practice. Maglio taking a swing on the slide. That's dug up. Right side set. That's Mosquera. Hawaii keeps it going. Here's Sibley. Roommate to roommate. Iosia setting up Kirsten Sibley. And Hawaii up 10. And we're going to see the insertion of Taylor Higgins now.
You know, Hawaii's serving game has changed since Nikki Taylor's come back. Now they not only have Noreen Iosia with a jump serve, they got Taylor Higgins with her jumper. Now they've got Nikki Taylor with her jumper.
And that one into the net. It just creates so much more all-around balance because of the fact that Nikki Taylor has developed into such an all-around contributor, right? We mentioned last year she was 5th in the nation and tops in the Big West Conference in points per set.
Points being aces, blocks, and kills. Add those up and you get your points per set. It's a number that a lot of statisticians look at when they look at how to scout another team.
Maglio pounds it home. Little hammer time from Emily Maglio.
Whoa, Emily Maglio. Sharpest swing yet in 2 weekends.
And here is now Anderson again to serve. 22 serving 12. Hawaii very much in control of this opening set. Step out. Here's Wright. She's been a bright spot for the Bears. Net violation called against Hawaii. So Missouri State gets the point. Casey Castile looked like she got caught in the twine. So now Breanne Dixon, 5'7" junior from Springfield, Missouri, right there in the town where Missouri State is located. High bump set. Granado from off the net. Butters with the save. Chance now for the Bears. Here's Johnson on the outside. The dink works. Lily Johnson, 5'11" junior from Wildwood, Missouri, a 2-time ABCA All-America honorable mention. First in program history to get All-American recognition in any form 2 times. Granado over the double block. Dug up. Right side set goes to Boone. Now Taylor off of one leg curls it into the deep corner. That was just improvisation.
Ball set pretty close to the net. I think ESC might have lost track of where Nikki Taylor was. Thinking that maybe she was in the front row because that was awfully close to the net. Nikki Taylor made the most of it.
23 serving 14. Pass by Johnson. She'll get the set on the outside. A little off the net. Hard hit, though. Great dig by Calais Greeley. Bump set Granado from off the net. That's dug up by Butters. Bears on the attack. Right in the middle. Taylor got a piece, but it falls to the Terraflex. By the way, rewinding a second to that last Nikki Taylor kill, that gives her 5 for the evening, Chris. 4 more, and she reaches the 1,000 kill career plateau.
She's in good company there as far as Rainbow Wahine history is concerned.
An ace, though, as Lindsay Wright, again, one of the bright spots here in this opening set for Missouri State, trying to keep their hopes alive here in the opening stanza.
She's one of 2 players to make all-tournament last week when they upset Illinois at the Illini Classic.
Good serve again, good pass Greeley. Here's Taylor from the left side. That gives her 6 kills. So now 3 away from reaching 1,000. She will be the 19th Rainbow Wahine to accomplish that feat. Aloha ball here in the first. And Granado with the soft serve. Middle set, that's House. That's dug up by Kahakai. EOC, a bump set. Sibley puts it down. Set over. And Hawaii wins in dominant fashion. 25-16. This is a little bit more what Dave Shoji and company envisioned to start this season. They are getting healthier and stronger.
Rainbow Wahine Volleyball on OC Sports is sponsored by Straub and Hawaii Honda Dealers.
Welcome back to the Stan Sheriff Center. Well, the Hawaii block was in effect in that opening set, Chris.
Well, they really had it going on. They had 6 blocks altogether. They normally average around 3. You know, Castillo's in on it. Nikki Taylor's in on it. Castillo again. There's Nikki Taylor again. It's just a huge box. Taylor with Maglio. And one after another. Got that great right side block going on. Taylor with the tap down there. And then Nikki Taylor hitting cross court. She's got the jump serve working. Oh, and did I mention that she's hit from pretty much all 6 spots on the court?
Yeah, Nikki Taylor, 6 kills on 8 swings, no errors. She's hitting 750. Also 4 blocks, and a couple of those you saw, she got significant contact with that left arm. Remember, it was the left elbow injury that kept her out last week. That certainly is encouraging because it looks like that injury has been pretty shored up to this point.
Exactly, and she did pass that test, the blocking test on Tuesday.
Let's take a look at the jack fact here tonight. as we gear up for set number 2. Youth movement through the first 3 matches of 2016. Hawaii freshmen accounted for 62% of the team's kills, 43% blocks, 66% assists, 34% digs, and 60%. And those statistics just tell the story. They had 4 true freshmen on the floor at one point in that match against Arizona.
Having them on the floor is one thing. Having them on the floor and producing is another. I can't remember the last time that Hawaii was that youthful and producing so well.
Willie Johnson getting that kill for Missouri State. And here's McKenna Granato. And think about this. All of those numbers contributed by freshmen. And yet the gaudy performance statistically put up by McKenna Granato last week against Arizona, who's a sophomore. It was a youth movement for sure. Outside, this is Cambry Villarreal with the swing, blocked back. And Lindsay Wright. Good return by Hawaii just to keep this sequence alive. Right side set, it's Boone. Started off at setter, now hitting opposite. Now Granato for Hawaii taking a swing. It was let by Johnson, but it tickles that end line. The line judge, Melinda Rusher, with the signal. Wesley Kawachi, the other line judge. The referees, Denise Hansen, up on top of the ladder, and Ernest Ho, the referee, 2. 2 serving 1. Iosia pins an ace.
And Marina Iosio's really got that great arm swing, nice toss, good pre-serve routine. That ball did not have a lot of topspin on it, but it dropped anyway.
Danielle Mesa now taking on the setting responsibilities for Missouri State. Dug up by Kahakai, 2-handed over by Granato. Chance here for the Bears. Here's Wright in the middle. It goes off the tape and down for a Missouri State point. Now, Danielle Mesa, 5'7" freshman from Bartlett, Illinois, number 22, was a finalist for the Andy Collins Award, which is given annually to the nation's best setter in high school. The winner of the award, Noreen Iosia.
Have both centers on the floor at the same time, but kind of unusual.
Lily Johnson showing a little bit of the range there, finding that deep corner. It is 3 serving 3 here in set number 2. And Brianne Dixon to serve. Floats it deep, pass by Granato, nobody had her back. It's an ace, and the Bears up 4-3. Head coach Melissa Stokes in that win over Illinois said, hey, we played 2 very bad sets against the Illini. We were able to still win that match because we played 3 that were better. Here's Taylor over the block and down.
And you got to believe that her players are going to believe that even if they have a bad set, they're going to come back with a good one. And anytime they have a bad set, even or 2, they know they can still win the match now that they've got that Illini match in their bag of goods.
Here's Granato with the serve. Pass by Butters. High and away, set to Johnson. Had a lot of heat on it. Great dig by Kahakai. Now Sibley, hard angle. Johnson tried to play it to no avail. So Kirsten Sibley gets her 4th kill of the match on 7 attempts.
That was one tough shot by Sibley. She had to twist and turn. Avoid the block, little wrist away. Catches a little cable. Not playing like a freshman.
Granato, that one tickles the tape. Little joust at the net, and it's going to be a point for Missouri State. They're going to say that Sibley interfered. So trudging along here in the early going as you take a look at Melissa Stokes, the 21st year head coach for Missouri State. What do you think about the call?
I think it's a good call. The ball's entirely on Missouri State's side, in which case the defense cannot interfere with the set like that.
Sibley with a nice pass, gets the set from the outside, off the fingertips of the block and down. It was all the roomies involved on that one. Sibley the pass, Iosia the set, and Sibley the kill. And now Kahakai to serve. Savannah Kahakai, who went over 20 digs in each of the 3 matches over the last weekend. Forces the overpass. Easy pickings for Emily Maguire.
I like that shot because in the first set she had a almost identical overpass that she chose to pass up and run a play instead. This time she's a little more aggressive and chooses to tap it down.
3 kills for Maglio on 6 attempts. Hawaii up 2. Good layout by Iosia. Sibley will roll it over. Diving save by Dixon. Good effort. Bump set to Johnson. From the 3-meter, it's good.
Lily Johnson can hit pretty much from anywhere on the court. But does especially well in broken plays like this one. Great save in the back by Brand Dixon. And then Johnson converts on the last play.
2-hand pass by Kahakai. Here's the right side set to Taylor. And that was a blasty blast. Hawaii up 2. Nikki Taylor, who played this summer on the U.S. Pan American Games team, said it was a tremendous experience. Her only regret was she didn't play in the opening weekend, so she couldn't go up against her Pan Am Games teammate, Carlini, the setter for Wisconsin. Step out, Maglio, 1-hand save by Boone, nicely done. So the bump set goes to Johnson, that's dug up by Granato back over. Boone has to dive for the second touch. Johnson gets a good swing out of it, but Taylor with the stick. Taylor the roll shot, right there is House. Right side set, that's Aubrey Sheffy. Great layout save, Taylor. Sibley off the block, and we play on. Back bump set goes to Johnson off the tape. Right there is Taylor. Iosia high and away to Sibley. Puts it down.
I'll tell you what's great about that rally is Hawaii's patience. And they just kept digging and digging and digging, waited for their spot. Sibley waited for the perfect set from Iosia, and then she converted. Great play by the maturing young freshman Sibley.
Growing up before our eyes. Nikki Taylor, oh, that was a pretty slick serve. Hawaii able to handle the transition. Here's Taylor on the D set. That was a D bomb, and that is kill number 9. That means Nikki Taylor has accumulated 1,000 career kills here at Hawaii. The 19th Rainbow Wahine to reach that plateau.
She's a pretty elite company, I'll tell you.
Right side, here's Johnson, blocked and roofed, Sibley and Maglio. A 4-0 Rainbow run, and it forces Melissa Stokes to signal for a timeout. Rare air for Nikki Taylor, Hawaii by 5. Well, a milestone for Nikki Taylor, so we're going to give this play the nod for the Fujitsu Air Conditioning. Cool play of the match, Nikki Taylor with her 9th kill here against Missouri State. Career kill number 1,000, Chris McLaughlin.
Pretty impressive, you know. She's got it's a 19-player club right now, but you know what? A lot of those players were in the pre-rally scoring era where they got to play a lot longer matches. Hence, they had more time to get more kills. So what Nikki just did is very, very impressive. And what a night she's having so far. 9 kills, and she's hitting 750. She's got an ace, 2 aces now.
2 aces now.
And she's got 5 digs, and she's been in on 4 blocks. She's had a night already.
You think she was raring to go after sitting out weekend number 1? Good dig there by Kahakai. Iosia, soft hand set to Sibley. Couldn't quite curl it in. Just missed that end line. Remember, we are using the review challenge system again here, as we did in weekend number 1. So Dave Shoji could, theoretically, on plays that are close like that, he could pull the green card, which would force a review. Here's Sibley. The dink works. Nicely done there by the freshman.
Well, speaking of Nikki and the kind of night she's having, a 750 night, ace, 5 digs, 4 blocks. She was one of the players, by the way, last week, and the team wasn't playing well, who called a huddle and said, hey, you know how many of us would love to be out there? Stop playing complacently and get going, because we would give anything to be out there doing what you're doing right now, or not doing.
Here's House off the block and down. Yeah, in fact, Noreen Iosia was asked about it after the Arizona win by some members of the media and what was discussed. And obviously the story getting around that Savannah Kahakai was very vocal in a lot of those huddles. But yeah, Nikki Taylor and some of the older players, certainly Annie Mitchum, they were out. But Nikki being one of them saying, hey, look, you're playing for us, so play for us. Here's Maglio. Outside the set to Villarreal. She's roofed Mags and Iosia. And what she meant by that was go out there and basically play like we would. Pressure off. Have a little bit of belief and faith in one another. And they took that to heart, and, well, you saw the results on Sunday.
The most amazing comeback I've seen in 40 years of the program.
Dave Shoji called it the most unlikely win of his career.
Yeah.
Here's Taylor Higgins with the serve. That's a beauty. Great pass by Johnson, though. Sheffy is dug up back over the net by Taylor. Little set. That's right. Wow. That was a lot of velocity put on that set.
Well, right can do no wrong.
Oh, I like what you did there.
She sees the block up, so she hits wrist away. Block is taking cross body, so she just went the other direction. No wonder she was on the U.S. Collegiate National Team this past summer.
That set misses wide. 15 serving 9 here, and Iosia back to serve. Now, it helped, I think, last week that you had a player like Noreen Iosia, representative of this freshman class, where they seem to just approach the game with a certain fearlessness. Here's Wright on the step out. Wow. Lindsay Wright showing off the goods.
Did you see how high she reached there? She went over the block. OTT, over the top.
Here's Brianne Dixon. Two-handed in the air by Granado. Iosia goes back to Granado. Sprawling dig by Mesa. Now Boone blocked back. Mesa with the save. And now a freebie coming here for Hawaii. Taylor the first touch. Iosia backside to Granado off the block. Wright pops it in the air. Advantage here for the Bears. Wright smacks it down again. That's kill number 8 for her. She's hitting up here 600.
Any kind of pass inside the 3-meter line, I guarantee you, if Wright's in the front row, she's going to get the set.
So Missouri State starting to dig in here a little bit in set number 2, trailing by 4. Pass by Granado. Set goes high and away to Taylor up over the double block. Right there is Butters. Here's Johnson on the outside. Forget about it. Casey Castillo saying Aole.
I tell you, Millie Johnson is an amazing player, hard worker. She's the heart and soul of this Missouri State Bear team. But tonight, struggling against Hawaii. She's now got 4 kills, 5 errors, hitting negative .062.
Right, though, well, she can do wrong, at least on rare occasion. A very rare hitting error for Lindsay Wright here tonight. She has been pretty impressive, certainly through just under 2 sets. Crowd quieting as Granado sends it across. Cross court set goes to Johnson off the block. Right there's Kahakai. Set left side, Sibley. The heater. She's finding a groove. That's kill number 8 for her, Chris. And Melissa Stokes, once again, relegated to signaling for a timeout. Hawaii extending the lead. Welcome back. Series record is sponsored by Aston Hotels and Resorts. Hawaii has won every meeting. 8-0 versus the Bears of Missouri State. Last one coming in 2004, September 9th, Hawaii winning at home in 4. And up 18-11 here in set number 2. Rainbow Wahine taking the first one, 25-16. McKenna Granado with the serve out of the timeout. Right side set to Boone from off the net. Right there's Kahakai. So here are the Rainbow Wahine on the attack. And Casey Castillo lays in for 1. You were talking during the break, Chris. It's interesting how Nikki Taylor returns to the lineup and everybody's game across the board seems to be elevated. Explain.
Well, the other hitters are now getting one-on-one blocking situations. Rather than facing 2 blockers, they're facing one because the other team's worried about what Nikki's going to do. If she's in the back row, they assign a blocker to her. If she's in the front row, they assign a blocker to her. It frees everybody up. The middles are freed up. The pin hitters are freed up. She just makes such a difference. If you notice, the offense is just smoother, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, night and day from what we saw last week to hear the opener of this Hawaiian Airlines Wahine Volleyball Classic. Lily Johnson trying to find the groove, though, hitting negative numbers prior to that kill. That's her 5th of the evening.
Gotta watch out for her. If she gets hot, she can carry her team on her back. She's a tremendous athlete and hits a lot of balls.
Pass by Sibley. Iacia goes middle to Castillo. The dink, diving save Johnson. Johnson will get a swing out of it, and she crushes it. And now into positive numbers she goes from a hitting percentage standpoint. That's her 6th kill. Lily Johnson, the reigning Missouri Valley Conference Player of the Week. That was her 6th career such distinction. Double-doubles in the first 3 matches of the season last week, including 17 kills and 10 digs in the win over nationally ranked Illinois. Here's House, straight down to the floor. And a 3-0 run for the Bears.
It shows you might want to use one of his 2 timeouts. The Bears are really getting into the rhythm. Nice tempo, great setting, digging, hitting going on right now by Missouri State.
Did you anticipate a set going to Nikki Taylor here? For what he gets the opportunity. Here it is from the right side. Two-handed in the air by Mesa. Here's Johnson from off the net. Dug up by Granado. Backside, here's Nikki Taylor again through the block. Touched over by House. Taylor will get a swing out of it. The dink works!
What a shot! She knew she had the antenna in front of her. She knew she had to cut it. Do a little slicey, dicey. Look at this play. She pops it up against the net. And then Iacia pops it up, and Nikki goes, "I'll do one of my little beach roll shots." Paid to play on the sand for Nikki Taylor the last couple of years, as it did for Emily Maglio.
And the serve by Kahakai goes long, but how about that second touch after the initial touch off of the ricochet by Nikki Taylor by Noreen Iacia to set up that last kill by Nikki. And that's pretty magnificent stuff.
So maybe that's why she was called the setter of the year in the country last year.
Here's Sibley. Pounds it down.
Kirsten Sibley, kill number 9. Wow. Only 3 errors for much better percentage. I think she likes the split block she's seeing, too.
4-year varsity starter at Campolindo High School in Moraga, California. Step out, here's House. Puts it down right in front of a kneeling Kahakai. Simone House.
You can see why she's got a career kill percentage of 300.
Second team all-conference last year in the Missouri Valley. Led the team with a .310 hitting percentage. Good pass by Kahakai. Outside set, Sibley. Off the block, kept alive by Johnson. So Mesa goes outside. This is Villarreal, dug up over the net. House, that one gets returned by Taylor. Villarreal again. Right there is Kahakai. So Iacia picks and chooses, goes out to Sibley. Villarreal keeps it alive. Now Johnson from the back row, dug up by Taylor. Iacia. Third time Sibley wasn't quite ready for it. Johnson will get a swing. Roll shot is good in the middle of that Hawaii defense.
Johnson is so smart, so savvy. She knew where the hole was. A big wide open area in the middle of the court. Hawaii did not step up and take that area, and that's why they paid the price there. As soon as they saw that Johnson was not taking a full swing, they should have all stepped up and handled that ball.
Well, you were saying Missouri State is a team that once they sort of get it going and they find a rhythm and a level of momentum, it's a hard train to stop sometimes.
It really is. And they desperately want to win this second set. They do not want to go into the locker room 0-2. Hawaii would love to sweep the first two, take a lot of pressure on third and fourth sets.
Missouri State. Hard to believe. They're not one of the first programs that come to mind when you talk about winningest Division I college programs, and yet they are on that list. They are number 3, in fact, all-time Division I winningest programs. Nebraska is first. UCLA is second. They're in this tournament. Hawaii, if you're wondering, is 7th. So some elite company for Missouri State.
How about the consistency of going to the NC2As? That's another measure of a solid program. They've gone 8 of 11 times since 03 to the NC2As.
Well, let's go inside the number presented by Heineken, and that's a fat number right there. 459. McKenna Granado's kill percentage Sunday versus Arizona. A career high for an outside hitter, Chris. 33 kills on that many swings. That's unheard of.
It's crazy. I'll tell you, like 259 would be a good number for an outside hitter on 33 swings. On
61 swings.
61 swings, yeah.
McKenna Granado, that, for all that we're talking about in terms of the return of Nikki Taylor, which is certainly huge for this team, but the establishment of McKenna Granado as one of the go-to outside hitters, that really helped to create some solid ground for this team as well.
Right.
There's Johnson with the serve. Pass Kahakai. D-set goes to Taylor. Big swing, but Johnson keeps it alive. Out of the back row. Diving save Taylor. Sibley gets the feet set. It's dug up back over the net. Nice job there by Butters. Sibley a second time. Right there is Johnson. You're starting to see this defensive team that Missouri State can be making an impact. Iosia tried to catch him sleeping. Not working. Johnson plugs it through the Maglio solo block attempt. And it's a 3-point contest here in the second.
You knew it was a matter of time before Johnson got untracked. He's an amazing athlete. Hits a ton of balls. Against Illinois, you saw what she did there, 17 kills. And made all tournament. She's just an incredible work ethic as well.
Forces the overpass. House puts it down. The largest lead in this second stanza was 8 for Hawaii. It is now dwindled down to 2.
I'll tell you, Dave Shoji will not let Missouri State catch up before using the second timeout. If they go to 20 here, Dave Shoji will use up his second timeout.
Johnson with the serve into the net. Just what the doctor ordered for a Hawaii team that was stuck in the mud. Here's Baby G, Gianna Guinasso, 5'9" junior from Huntington Beach, California, into the match to serve for Hawaii. Entered the program a walk-on for both the indoor and beach volleyball programs. Outside set, that's Villarreal, dug up by Kahakai. That's her 11th dig of the evening. Granado from off the net. Butters keeps it going. Villarreal again through the block. Right there is Granado. So Iosia has a choice. Goes D-set to Taylor. Missed the court wide. Was there a touch? No touch. And that is the first hitting error of the night for Nikki Taylor. Ten kills, 9 digs, 4 blocks, 2 aces so far on the stat line for the senior All-American. Granado off the fingertips. There is Johnson. She'll get the set out of the back row. Dug up by Taylor. Iosia has to track down that second touch. But it's cleaned up by the effort on the swing of Nikki Taylor.
Oh, what a difference a back row attack makes to an offense. Nikki Taylor bringing a whole new dimension to these long rallies. She can end them when the other team forgets about blocking the D-ball. Not many teams even run the D-ball in women's college volleyball. It's more prevalent in men's volleyball.
Here's Taylor Higgins with the serve. Beautiful pass by Johnson. Wright rising up and getting it down. Lindsay Wright continues the onslaught. 9th kill for her. She's hitting up in the 500 range. Melissa Stokes, longtime head coach from Missouri State, said what we did well against Illinois, and it sounds very basic, but we served well, we passed well. When this team gets it going, they are among the best serving and passing teams in the country. Here's Granado. That's dug up by Butters. Tight to the net. Castillo couldn't put it down. From the back row, Johnson finds the corner. Point, Missouri State. They are within a digit. And now Dave Shoji's going to signal for a timeout. These last 2 points. Hard to come by here so far for the Rainbow Wahine.
Pretty close call there.
And from this angle, looked good.
Yeah, that was good. If it was not good, I guarantee you Dave Shoji would have brought up his green card.
Dave Shoji, who was very quick to tell everybody that he is 5 for 5 in challenges here this season. I think he did everything but tweet it this past week. But it has brought a different element to the game, certainly. Just the opportunity and the option to challenge some of these close calls. And in the end, as you said throughout the first tournament, Chris, it's all about just getting those crucial calls correct. Let's check out the first Hawaiian Bank top 3. Hawaii's single season hitting percentage. Angelica Ljungqvist in 1996, 417. Olivia McGill in 2015. How good was she? 412. And Victoria Prince, 2004, 411. You're talking about several of the great ones in this program. Let's check in with Ryan Kalei-Suji. Ryan.
Well, Hawaii running into a little bit of passing trouble because of the jump serve pressure being put on by Missouri State. So what Hawaii is doing is they're switching back and forth between a 3-man and a 4-man passing rotation in hopes of bringing Nikki Taylor into the passing formation. Hawaii much more calm during the timeouts than we saw last week. A lot more confidence on the bench this week compared to last. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Ryan. Yeah, last week there appeared to be a lot of scrambling for answers, a lot of experimentation. They know what they're trying to do here. The objective on this serve. Outside, it's Granado, puts it down. Just like they drew it up, and it's Aloha ball here in the second.
It was a great observation by Ryan Suji. Last week was fairly hectic because of the number of lineups, the number of people who were going in and out of the game, different offensive formations. It was pretty hectic.
Iosia, and there it is. Ends the second set on an ace. Give the Bears a bit of credit for making it a contest in that second set. But Hawaii takes it 25-22, and they'll head to the locker rooms knowing that when they come out, they'll have the opportunity to open up that broom closet here at the Stan Sheriff Center. Welcome back to the Stan Sheriff Center. Let's take a look at the McDonald's match statistics. Chris, what do you think?
What jumps out right away is the kill percentage. Hawaii 329 to the Bears 160. The second thing that jumps out are the blocks, 9-1. Hawaii would normally have about 2 blocks per set. They've got double the normal amount of blocks they would have. And finally, the service aces to errors. Hawaii with 5 aces to Missouri State's 2. The last ace at the end of the second set, none bigger, from Noreen Iosia.
So what can we expect here from Dave Shoji in set number 3? This is a Missouri State team that gave Hawaii a bit of a challenge in that second stanza. Does that impact the way he approaches this third set?
Absolutely. He's going to play it very close to the vest. I don't see him experimenting at all. I don't see him trying fancy new lineups. I see him sticking with what he's got. He knows that he's playing a team that almost beat him in the second set, first of all. He knows he's playing a team that beat number 14th ranked Illinois last week. If he can come back and beat Missouri State, then it looks good for the RPI, doesn't it? The good old RPI.
Always got to take that into consideration. Of course, Hawaii taking some hits last week in the RPI department because of the loss to Kansas State. The newest line of UH apparel and spirit items are now available at the H-Zone stores at Ward Center and in the Stan Sheriff Center. All proceeds benefit UH teams and student athletes. You can also shop online at hzoneonline.com. And it does appear as though we have the same starting rotation here to start set 3 as we did at the onset of the match. And it'll be Noreen Iosia getting ready to serve for Hawaii. If you're just joining us, the Rainbow Wahine open up play in the Hawaiian Airlines Wahine Volleyball Classic here with Missouri State. Welcoming back to the lineup off of injury, All-American Nikki Taylor. She has 11 kills, hitting .526 plus 10 digs. And a net violation called against the Bears, so it'll be a point for Hawaii getting off the schneid first here in the third. Also, en route to those 11 kills, Nikki Taylor reaching the 1,000 career kill mark
And Missouri State changed their lineup just a little bit. They clicked their rotation a couple times, I think, to have Johnson not have to face Nikki Taylor in the front row.
Johnson, who has done some damage from the back row, got blocked back, but now Hawaii with it. Here's Taylor on the opposite side. From off the net, goes off the block and down.
Look at that. She's sitting from the 8-foot line there. Standing straight up attack. No real approach. And still gets the kill.
She can play the game a little bit, huh?
She's got game.
2 serving 0, Iosia. Outside it goes to Sheffy, off the block, diving save, Greeley. Right side set, here's Granato, had to adjust the feet. Johnson the dig for the Bears. Middle set to Lindsay Wright, who continues to just hammer every set that comes her way.
She's got quick feet. Look how fast her arm is. Really quick before the block can get up. Great set, too, from Danielle Mesa.
Listed at 6 feet, but certainly attacking the volleyball. She plays taller than that. With that leaping ability, here is Taylor from the left side, just missed the sideline. Tried to go hard angle cross court. So we're knotted at 2, and Breanne Dixon will once again serve. Breanne Dixon, a 2-time Missouri Valley Conference Commissioner's Academic Excellence Award winner. Oh, almost got the excellent result. Great save by Iosia just to keep it alive, but then Taylor blasts it long, caught it fat. I believe that would be what you would refer to as a touch 'em all there?
Yeah, I think it is. It's baseball season, isn't it? It's still baseball season.
2-hand pass by Granato. Middle set, Castillo able to find the floor. So Kirsten Sibley into the front row now for Hawaii. And McKenna Granato back to serve. Granato with 4 kills and 15 swings, hitting 200. Misses the floor on the serve. Of course, coming off of that brilliant performance Sunday against Arizona.
That was one for the ages, wasn't it?
One of the all-times.
That was an entire tournament in one night.
4 serving 3. Hawaii playing from behind. Here's Taylor on the right side. Great scramble by Missouri State just to forge a possible return, but it misses the court wide. And Nikki Taylor.
Lindsay Wright took a shot there.
Yeah, some chin music.
It was chin music. No, it wasn't Lindsay Taylor.
Breanne Dixon.
Yeah.
Good dig there by Iosia on the Sheffy swing. Played off the net by Johnson. Free chance here for Hawaii. They got the advantage. Iosia, middle to Maglio. Finds that far sideline.
Hawaii looking good in transition. Maglio a little bit tentative last weekend, I thought. Like we said earlier on both, Lisa Strand-Ma was saying at the break, both Sibley and Maglio really had to feel like they were the go-to people. A lot of pressure was on them. Now, not so much pressure.
Can play a little more freely. Sibley, though, unable to get through that double block. It was Simone House and Aubrey Sheffy, a senior and a Frosch, combining forces. And now Tatum Marshall, 5'7" senior out of Fayetteville, Arkansas.
If Hawaii decides to half step and take it easy because they got a 2-0 lead, they better watch out because these Bears are tough, and if they get going, Hawaii could be in trouble.
Outside, here's Sibley against a solo block, and she gobbles it up. And it was Danielle Mesa at 5'7" representing that solo resistance.
Great move by Sibley. So a little wrist away shot in the angle, avoiding any kind of a block.
So now Nikki Taylor with the jump serve. Pass by Butters. Taylor able to sniff out the dump shot. Maglio went over on the second touch. Now Johnson gets a swing. Dug up by Granato. Taylor bumps that cross court to Sibley. Good job there by Marshall. Johnson from the outside position. Touched by Maglio on the play off the net, but Iosia unable to get it across. So we're tied already for the 5th time here in the 3rd set.
Savannah Kahakai here. Again, sprawling, giving up her body. Kahakai with 11 digs so far. That was in the 12th.
Maglio in the middle. The block was waiting. Now the D set to Taylor. Missed the court long. No touch. And we may have a challenge here. Dave Shoji's going to ask Ernie Ho to take a second look at it. Dave Shoji 5 for 5 on these challenges. Let's see if our cameras can pick up whether or not this was in or out. Awfully close.
I think that one was out. The lines person right on it.
This could mess up the percentage a little bit here for Coach Shoji. But it's worth a shot, right? You get 3 challenges each match. And again, unlike the international level, the challenges don't come with a reward or a punishment depending on the result, and we'll see what the ultimate result is here. And they reverse it. They called it in. And it's a point for Hawaii, and Dave Shoji gave us the signal. 6 for 6.
Hard to believe. They go from being down 1 to up 1, thanks to the rally scoring system. 2-point swing there with that call.
And it'll be a net violation called against Missouri State on the ensuing transition. So, I mean, that's how quickly this thing can rock from one end to the other, right? Missouri State has it going. All of a sudden, there's a break in the action, a reversal of a call. And now Hawaii up 2.
And a Nikki Taylor serve that forces a pass all the way into the net where Mesa could not handle it. There's a ball off the net that time.
Simone House the dink. Great sprawling save by Granato. Sibley rat-a-tatted around in return. Sibley a second time off the fingertips of the block. Wow, the defense for the Bears really picking up. House puts an end to that sequence.
That was a smooth transition play by the Bears that time. Love the swing in the middle. House and Wright, really good 1-2 combination there in the middle. Big set from Mesa as well.
You're starting to see now surfacing the potential brilliance defensively of this Missouri State team. This is a Bears squad that went 24-11 last year, finished 3rd in the Missouri Valley Conference, made it to the NCAA tournament for the 8th time since 2003. Interestingly enough, they lost to Missouri in the opening round, but Melissa Stokes has had a lot of success there. And 2011 became the conference's all-time winningest coach in league play. As we have a discussion there between Ernie Ho and the official scorers table. And he's going to ask for Nikki Taylor to come over. And I think there may have been a rotation error based on the reversal of the call. Trying to read lips here, and that never goes well.
I wonder if Ernie Ho pointed the wrong direction. The call was actually overturned.
There may have been an over-rotation following the reversal of the call.
Well, I think that what happened was that during the challenge, I think Dave Shoji actually lost the challenge, and that's why Missouri State was up 7-6 instead of Hawaii being up 7-6. Now they're showing 7-7 on the scoreboard. It's going to be confusing here. Even Melissa Stokes is confused.
Yeah.
And I think Dave Shoji is ready for an explanation as too. He's standing right in front of us, and I think he wants an explanation as to what's going on.
All right, so there was something peculiar that occurred in the rotation. Again, following the reversal. I think the reversal did stand. But Melissa Stokes now trying to get a full explanation as well. And so what they're basically going to be doing here, Chris, is sort of like scaling this set back a couple notches, and it's going to be 7 serving 7 here.
Yep. Interesting.
Well, that was messy, but we play on. Here's Maglio. Sends it long. And just like the pendulum of momentum swung in favor of Hawaii following the review, after that timeout, and Missouri State was awarded with the serve because of a rotation problem, now they got the momentum back. Granado, was there a touch? No touch. Point Bears, they're up 9-7.
Too many hitting errors for Dave Shoji's like Hawaii now with 5 hitting errors. Hitting 0-67 in this third set.
D-set goes to Taylor. The dig by Johnson. Outside it goes to Ophoven. Now right on the step out. Off the block.
A block right at right. She touched it before it went out of bounds. Hawaii gets yet another block. That's the one really, I think, shining component of Hawaii's play tonight is the block. It's their 10th block on the night.
Well, that one catching.
They're having a variable block party.
That one catching a piece of right on the way out. So 8 serving 9. Here's Claire Marie Anderson sending it across. Ophoven goes up over the block, saved by Greeley. D-set to Taylor. The block hadn't formed, and she made the Bears pay. Nikki Taylor now with 15 kills, returning to form instantly here in her 2016 debut.
Only one out. That's going to be in Nikki's favor pretty much every time. She only has one blocker.
A double-double performance for Nikki Taylor, coming off of that left elbow injury. 15 kills, 11 digs. Johnson from the back row with the heater.
Ooh, that was some major heat, wasn't it?
Hit negative numbers in that opening set, Chris, but has turned it around since.
She really has. I believe that's it gets her into double digits in kills.
That's 11 kills now for her, and she's hitting up now around 200. Granado, the roll shot. Ophoven. Here's Granado a second time off the fingertips, dug up by Butters. Ophoven a second time into the net. So they're trading blows here in the third.
Dave Shoji up off the bench. I think he's telling his blockers right now, watch out for a set to the back row to Lily Johnson. She's really been hot. End of the second set, beginning of this set.
Here's Wright. Right there was Yosia, though. So Kahakai sets up Granado. Smoking hit was dug up by Butters, but nobody could get her back on it. And it is a kill for Granado and a point for Hawaii, and they vault in front. Well, we've had a couple of stoppages, and it worked as a bit of a hindrance to the flow of this third set. So both these teams trying to find their solid footing again. Ophoven got it past the Taylor blocking down. That's Aubrey Sheffrey, I should say, 6'2", freshman. Also out of the state of Missouri. One of 10 players from Missouri on this Missouri State roster. And the serve by Breanne Dixon. Here's Taylor from the left side. Got it down.
Nikki Taylor proving she is so versatile in so many ways. Hits from the left, hits from the right, blocks on the right side, gets a bunch of stuffs, gets 10 digs, in on 4 or 5 blocks.
You saw the sliding set there by Noreen Iosia. Triple block was up, but it wasn't enough to thwart the effort of Aubrey Sheffy. We're tied for the 10th time here in the third set. by Kahakai. Again from her knees, Iosia sets up Sibley, but she is denied access in emphatic fashion. Simone House and Sheffy.
That was a well-formed block. House did a nice job of hustling to the outside and closing that block.
The crowd trying to urge the home team on here. Kahakai has to dive to her right for the pass. Sibley goes off the fingertips and down. Now, it should not be overlooked. Noreen Iosia, Chris, started at setter here tonight and has played setter throughout this match. What do you think about the job she's done here?
I think she's done a great job. And she's really spread out the distribution of sets. She could have leaned on Nikki Taylor a lot. Instead, she just used her a little bit, and then she became a decoy so she could get her other hitters involved. That is smart setting.
Didn't have to worry about setting there as Missouri State unable to forge an attempt. So 14 serving 13, and Kahakai sends it across. Right side, that's Sheffy. Through the block and down. So we are inching along here in set number 3. Remember, this match actually started a little bit late because the opening match of the Hawaiian Airlines Wahine Volleyball Classic went a little bit long. It was a 4-setter between number 8 UCLA and Pacific. The Bruins losing the first set, but ending up with the victory, winning 3 straight, as Maglio gets roofed by Simone House. And a timeout on the floor as the Bears hit 15 first. Welcome back to the Stan Sheriff Center. A little worrisome look there for that young Keiki. Maybe realizing that Missouri State actually out-hitting Hawaii here in this third set.
Yeah, Hawaii with twice as many errors as the first 2 sets combined. Unusual for them to be hitting this many balls out of balance.
So Missouri State leads 15-14. That'll help as we're tied again for the 13th time in this third set. And we're talking seesaw. That's what we've been seeing here in the third. Nikki Taylor will serve for Hawaii. Good pass by Dixon. Outside set, Lily Johnson. Up the ladder and down the chute right there.
Yeah, I told you earlier that Missouri State had clicked their rotation a couple times so that Lily Johnson didn't have to face Nikki Taylor and go all the way through the front row with her.
Johnson has now accumulated 12 kills, hitting .226. Pass by Kahakai. Set outside. Here's Sibley. They need it, and they get it. Butters got a touch on it, but we're tied at 16. Kirsten Sibley now with 12 kills, hitting .259. Dave Shoji signaling for a timeout. We'll take one as well. Knotted at 16 in the third. Well, there's the head coach for the 8th-ranked team in the country, UCLA, Mike Seeley. Always a homecoming when he comes back. Of course, former assistant coach for the University of Hawaii volleyball program.
Been at UCLA 7 years now. A national championship to his name.
Bruins a 4-set win earlier tonight over Pacific. Here's House, couldn't get it over the net, so a point for Hawaii out of the timeout. How did you think the Bruins looked in the first time we've really had a chance to take a look at it?
Well, the first set not that good. Pacific was really strong. In the next 3 sets, the Bruins pretty much took over. I look for them to get better every day. I'm sure Hawaii will get better every day as well.
Taylor sets up Granado through the block. Diving save, Butters, well done. Left side, here's Ophoven. Dug up by Taylor and out of play.
I think the Saturday matchup between UCLA and Hawaii will be a good one. And I think tomorrow's matchup, Hawaii versus Pacific, will also be a good one. This tournament really even more evenly matched than you think, than it looks on paper. I think the Bruins could have a good match with the Bears tomorrow.
17-17, we're tied again. Here's Granado. Off the high hands again. And put over on the second touch by Lauren Boone. Boone has been a bit of the Swiss Army knife, if you will, for the Bears here this season. Transitioned to the setter position from being primarily a hitter last year, but we saw her actually switch back to hitter on a number of occasions tonight.
Exactly. She started 20 times on the right last year.
Taylor, high bump set to Granado against the double block. She rips into it. So surprise, surprise, we're tied again. For the 16th time. Anderson. Tough timing there on that service error.
There's someone who rarely misses her serve.
She served 23 times in the NCAA opening round match last year against TCU.
Without a miss?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really steady.
Oh, right back at you, says Danielle Mesa. So cringe-worthy service efforts on both sides for these head coaches. And Iosia with the serve. Butters the pass. Right side set that goes to Ophoven. Dug up by Iosia. So Kahakai sets up Taylor off the double block and down. And that's one of the more formidable blocks that Missouri State can forge with Lindsay Wright and Aubrey Sheffy over on that pin. Timeout taken by the Bears as Hawaii reaches the 20-point plateau first.
You notice that, again, once again, Nikki Taylor can end rallies with shots like that, something we did not see last weekend. Hawaii had to be much more patient last weekend and sort of hope that their defense would win rallies, and they hoped the other team would make a mistake. Now, Hawaii doesn't have to wait for that. They get Nikki Taylor to bury the ball pretty much anytime she feels like it. How about 17 kills for her, 3 errors. She's hitting only 500 with 11 digs and 4 blocks. A couple service aces. What an all-around effort by Nikki Taylor. I'll tell you who else is happy about her effort is her parents, Graham and Kim. They're watching the stands tonight. There they are. I knew that they're to be very happy about Nikki's performance and that she's healthy tonight, mostly. Not only is she healthy, she's getting the job done. Now she's coaching, too. Yeah. How about that?
It's really been fun to watch the development of Nikki Taylor in her Hawaii career, of course, coming out as a top-notch prospect when she graduated from high school, attending Kaiser, and could see her, and she's talked about it on several occasions, turning the corner following her freshman year, where she just really started to take things more seriously. Insert the sand or beach volleyball seasons, which helped her get into supreme shape. Now this past summer, playing in the Pan Am Games, she has just elevated her status as a volleyball player in so many ways, and we've seen that growth and maturity.
Big serve after the timeout. ESC is so good at that.
Ophoven. A second time. The dink snipped out by Iosia. Here's Kahakai to set Taylor. Double block up. It doesn't matter.
2 blockers up. Block well formed. Missouri State had the upper hand that entire rally until Nikki Taylor got a chance to make a kill. Great set from Kahakai as well.
By the way, attendance numbers, tickets issued 5,604 through the turnstile, 3,538. Got some traffic issues here this week. Certainly the storm news, a bit of a concern for people. As Granado's blocked back. Hawaii still with it. Taylor from the backside. The dink works!
Oh, couldn't have been a smarter move. She's got the back row on their heels, waiting for a Nikki Taylor heater. Instead, they get the soft shot.
So a 4-0 Rainbow Wahine run at just the right time. Nikki Taylor now with 19 kills, hitting .533 in her 2016 debut. Let's check out how it works, presented by Central Pacific Bank.
Well, Nikki Taylor's got 19 kills tonight. I believe 18 of them have been on major heaters. And so she's really got the Missouri State defense playing on their heels. Watch them back up there. And here Nikki Taylor goes, okay, going to back up to my heater. Guess what? I'm going to throw the little off-speed pitch at you.
Pull the string.
And that's how it works. Great shot. Great time for that shot by Nikki Taylor. Opens up the three-point lead. Couldn't come at a more crucial time in the set.
So Hawaii taking a step toward being at full power. They bring the All-American Nikki Taylor back. They're still awaiting the progress of Kalei Greeley as she tries to get closer to 100% and a full recovery from shoulder surgery in the offseason. But she's out there, at least in the back row. Annie Mitchum, of course, still waiting in the wings, recovering from the fractured left pinky finger. They are thinking maybe in a couple of weeks. We'll see. We'll play that one by ear. But
I'll tell you something, you got to give a lot of credit to Kendrick Kelsch, to McKenna Ross, all those people that stepped in and just sort of put that hodgepodge patchwork quilt lineup together to just survive last weekend.
Yeah, just to get a dub. You'll see it with the serve out of the timeout. Ophoven dug up by Greeley over the net. The swing by Sheffy's dug up, played off the net by Iosia, but it'll be a point for Missouri State. So can we, obviously high expectations for this year, but just seeing what transpired last weekend, the return of Nikki Taylor, can we start to get a sense as to what this Hawaii team will look like when they are at full power?
Very definitely. Very definitely. Here's Nikki Taylor on the left.
Good save there by Mesa. Johnson from the outside, dug up by Kahakai. Here's Taylor a second time off the block. They're getting a lot of touches over there. Johnson, dug up by Kahakai. Granado through the block. Right there is Butters.
Great defense by the Bears.
One-hand save over the net by Kahakai. She's doing a little bit of everything. Right in the middle. With another laser beam.
Dave showed she's got one timeout left. I'd be surprised if he didn't use it right now to not let the Bears catch up. But it looks like he's let his players figure it out on their own and get their own side out.
15 digs for Savannah Kahakai. Hawaii by 1. Iosia high and away to Taylor off the block. Punched in the air by Butters, but nobody can get it across for Missouri State, and it's a point for Hawaii.
You might slow her down once. You might slow her down twice. Not 3 times within 5 minutes till you stop Nikki Taylor.
Well, she reached 1,000 for her career earlier in this match. She reaches 20 kills here tonight on 33 swings, hitting .515. And the out serve by Granado. Nikki Taylor making a statement and making a big splash in her 2016 debut. It was long anticipated, and when she was introduced as one of the starters prior to the match, she got quite the ovation from this Stan Sheriff Center crowd. And she hasn't disappointed. Hawaii trying to close the deal, though, here against the feisty Bears squad. Right with the jump serve. Good pass by Kirsten Sibley. Backside set. Taylor caught it fat. Was there a touch? Yes, there was. And it'll be challenged by Melissa Stokes. So it was ruled a touch and a point for Hawaii, but Stokes is going to challenge the touch. And right now she's trying to state precisely what part of that play she is looking to challenge. You have to be specific.
Exactly. He was asked, Ernie Ho was asking her, do you want challenge on the touch or the fact the ball was in or out? And I think that she said touch, and I think she's out of timeout, so not a bad way to use the timeout here and slow down the bows. There's a swing. Hard to tell on that particular angle. Listen, may watch the fingers, see the fingers go back. You know, and I thought it was pretty obvious when Nikki hit it. You know, everybody's going touch, everybody heard it. Denise Hansen immediately, said side out Hawaii.
But you never know.
And that's where it was. I think the right hand of Simone House might have gotten a piece of it. Yeah.
And yeah, that last angle apparently was the one that Ernie Ho needed to see, because he popped off the headset immediately after that one. And so they rise here at the Stan Sheriff Center. Savannah Kahakai to serve for the sweep. Sibley off the block and down, and this one is Powell. What a difference a Nikki can make as Hawaii wins on the opening night of the Hawaiian Airlines Wahine Volleyball Classic. E kahi e lua aloha.
What was interesting was that this weekend, unlike last weekend, we didn't have to worry about non-traditional lineups. We didn't have to worry about like 14 or 15 players getting in. We didn't have to worry about a whole lot of things. It was just very traditional and very business-like, you can almost say, and much easier for the girls, I think, to play under those conditions.
And this is not a walkover, pushover Missouri State team. This is an NCAA tournament team, and they have high aspirations this year in the Missouri Valley Conference. Preseason pick to finish second. And
they're a very good team, and they're well coached.
And all that does is further encourage you as to what this Hawaii team will soon be when everybody is back in the fold. Let's check in with Scott Robbs. He has Dave Shoji.
Thanks a lot, Kanoa. Well, Coach, nice to have Nikki Taylor back, isn't it?
I became a better coach this week. I mean, she just gives us a lot of options, and so we don't have to go left. We can go back. And she had a nice night, yeah.
Kirsten Sibley, the freshman, also played well for you. Did you expect to get that much offense from her tonight?
Well, we had to, I guess, set her a lot, but, you know, she came through. She's getting better all the time, so we've got a lot of confidence in her. She's not afraid to take the big swing, so it's nice to see her have a good night.
All right, tomorrow it's Pacific. You got a chance to watch them in the first match. Your thoughts on the Tigers?
Well, we have to come to play every night. Everybody's good enough. If you're not playing well, you're going to lose. So no different tomorrow night. They got some weapons. They took UCLA to 4. I mean, they're a good team, so we have to show up and play well.
Coach, thanks.
Okay, thanks, Scott.
All right, guys, back over to you.
Thanks a lot, Scott. Hawaii now even on the year, 2-2. Missouri State also 500 at 2-2. Bank of Hawaii presents the players of the match. Lily Johnson, slow start, got it going, double-double performance. She now has a double-double in every match so far here in 2016. And for Hawaii, Nikki Taylor in her 2016 debut, also doing the dub-dub. 21 kills, hitting .529 with 11 digs. She makes it look so easy. Dave Shoji joking he became a better coach, but it really does, in many ways, simplify things for this Hawaii team.
It really does simplify things. And how about when things open up for the pin hitters and for the middles? You know, Sibley, 13 kills tonight. I think she hit 287 or something. She had a good number on the outside. Granado didn't have as many kills tonight, but it didn't matter because the other two pin hitters had good nights.
It makes you excited for the day when Annie Mitchum is back in the lineup, and maybe when we start to see Calais Greeley good enough and recovered enough to start going through the front row. I mean, the possibilities become endless here for a team that has, up to this point, been kind of just treading water in 2016.
Exactly, and what a difference it, 1 week makes. It was a short turnaround. Remember, they didn't practice on Monday, so they really only had Tuesday and Wednesday to get ready, but, boy, they look smooth like they've been practicing all summer with that particular lineup. Lineup looked good tonight.
All right, so tomorrow it's Hawaii taking on Pacific. They will end the tournament on Saturday against the old rival, UCLA. Don't forget about the Heineken post-game show coming up right after this break. They will be breaking things down. They will get some players' reaction. A sweep victory for the 15th ranked team in the land, Hawaii. 25-16, 22, and 22 over Missouri State. For Chris McLaughlin, I'm Kanoa Leahy. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Don't forget about the post-game show. Aloha.